African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin. Hello Africa and everyone watching me across the world. You're welcome to the launch of the African Legends Night show. My name is Eunice Tony and I am delighted to welcome you. You are expectant? So am I. Let's do this. One major thing the tale of African heritage thrives on is music. We as Africans love music. It is a cardinal point in our cultural heritage. It is why we celebrate music of African origin with the ever-sought-after event in Africa, the African Legends Night, powered by Global Media Alliance. This is a concert that has hosted the likes of Hugh Masekela, Daddy Lumba, Kojo Entry, Femi Kuti, Amachi Dede, Kanda Bongo Man, Awilu Logomba, George Dako, Freddie Maywe, Ben Brako, Jedu Blay Ambele, Samini, Nana Tufo, Akosia Ejapong, Amanziba Natsbrew, Efia, Wiala, Rex Omar, Two-Face Idibia, and many others. After chalking its 10th anniversary, African Legends Night makes a return. We are about to launch the 11th edition, and I would introduce my guest to you shortly. To stick and stay. You're welcome back to the launch of the African Legends Night show, and I am excited to introduce to you my guests. Right at the extreme, I have Emma Wenani. She's the Chief Director of Global Media Alliance. Emma, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mrs. T.
Great. And I've got Eko. Eko Kwanzi is a PR lead for the African Legends Night. You're welcome to the show.
It's good to be here.
Great. Now let's let our audience understand what exactly is behind the birth of the African Legends Night right from the very start.
You know, the beauty of music is that it brings us together. So what Global Media Alliance did is to come up with an event that will celebrate living African legends. And we came up with African Legends Night. So what the event is about is we bring in an artist from across the continent, a living legend or somebody who is considered a legend, and then we also add Ghanaian legends, and then we create what do I call like a maestro of performing arts on that evening.
Excellent. What I like about it is the fact that you talk about living legends, because a lot of times we find ourselves celebrating legends when they are gone.
That's true.
But with the African Legends Night, we want to celebrate them right here as they are with us and alive. What do you think about it? I'd like you to send in your comments on our YouTube page as we're streaming right now. Eko, how long have you been on this project?
I joined African Legends Night in 2015. It's been a very, I think if I'm not bluffing, probably I will be the most experienced person on the project now. At that time, we brought in Freddie Maywe from Ivory Coast, and we had the likes of Amachi Dede, Natsbrew, we had Akosua Japan. We had like, I think that lineup was tough, you know, and then we moved on to 2016. We had the likes of Yvonne, we had the likes of the late Nana Tufo. We also had Natsbrew again. He was making a return. And 2017, fast forward, we had what I call the creme de la creme of Ghanaian legends. We had Dad Lumba, we had Amachi Dede, we had Akable, we had, I mean, so for me, I've been on this project and it's been very exciting working with all the legends that anyone can think of when it comes to music in Africa. So it's been very great. It also shows you how you can, as a team, can have good impact with such a show because you are trying to celebrate legends who are alive.
That's fantastic. You know, as he's speaking, I'm so nostalgic and I'm so excited about it. Truly, he must be the experienced person here when it comes to, you know, working with the legends who have passed through. In my case, yes, I've had some kind of experience as well, as long as he has, but I've always been at the background doing the voiceovers that you've been hearing, and this is an exciting moment for me.
Yeah, it is.
True.
It is. Legends Night, I always say it's a very iconic concert in Africa. Yeah. When you scan through all the 54 countries in Africa, hardly you've come by a show like this. In fact, you will never come by a show like this. So, and So for us, it's a real privilege having to work with different artists with diverse culture and diverse background, having them, working with them, dealing with them, because these are high-end people.
Yeah.
So they have a very huge team with a huge band. So, and you have to make sure that you deal with all these people on individual basis, because everybody and its needs is a bit different.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, I like where you're going, because you know what, it's getting to me to like begin to think about, okay, so who is going to be the ones we're going to unveil in this 11th edition? But hold on, I'm not going to jump the gun yet, because
before we talk about who we are unveiling this year, one thing I like about working with the artists as well is you get to also spend time with them away from the stage to get to know what they're interested in, why they got into this profession. I remember in 2018, after the Legends Night Show, this was Awilo Longomba. And we took him to a tour of Accra, and he really, really enjoyed it. You know, like he's meeting people on the streets, and they're like, oh my goodness, are you in Ghana and all that? And you can see how interested he is in interacting with normal people. It's really great seeing the different side of the artist.
Thank you for bringing all those memories.
Also, the band that came with Yvonne in 2016, there were like almost 20 people after the show. We took them to Accra, to the Accra Art Center. They bought a lot of things. So when we try to also showcase how beautiful Accra is also to them before they leave the country. And these are people coming, some are living in Paris, Belgium, Berlin. So they normally use this as a time to come back to Africa and explore the beauty and connect with their people.
That's fantastic. I want to say big kudos to the Global Media Alliance Group. Now, let's take you on a journey about how it all started 11 years ago. Let's see the evolution.
We are taking the girls away. We are taking the girls away. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away. Sancho Iolele, Sancho Iolele, Os Iolele, Os Iolele, Alenko Iolele, Alenko Iolele.
Everybody, we come there to dance, allez! Tout puissant, tout puissant, tout puissant, tout puissant. Come on here, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, tout puissant, tout puissant.
Oh my God, disappoint me. Until you get confusion. Oh my God, disappoint me. Oh my God, disappoint me. You don't get confusion. Mabo, buffway, mabo.
Right.
Mabo, nyami, buffway, mabo. Media sinjena, mabo, mabo. Media sinjena, mabo, mabo.
Move to the left and right. Let me see your hand. Move to the left and right. Move to the left and right. Let me see your hand. Move to the left and right. Move to the left and right. Let me see your hand. Move to the left and right. Move to the. Somebody Billy Water. Boy, I was on a boat.
Well, with the visuals we just saw, I don't know if you want to make any comments about how it's evolved over the past 11 years.
It's been, you know, amazing journey so far. I think for me, the one that we did at Kempinski with Kojo Antwi, Dad Lumba, Samini, that was hot. Yeah, that was hot. Yeah, that moment give us, you know, see, we sold out tickets, the room was packed, everybody was dancing. So, and that's the beauty about African Legends. It's not a show that you come, you see a lot of people pulling out their mobile phones. They are actually dancing. Yeah. They are interacting with the artists. So for me, looking back and looking at over the years, the kind of show we've put together and the kind of excitement that and experience that we've given to our audiences. And our audiences are people who respect time, who love value for money, and we always try as much as possible to give them that value for money and that experience and that interaction with these legends. It's only Legends Night that when you come, it's easier for you to even walk to the artists performing and have an interaction with them. So
all right, I loved the one that had the ladies on stage when we had Yvonne Chaka Chaka and Wiyala, yes, and Becca. You know, it was a women thing for me, so I really loved it. We had Ishan on it as well.
From Namibia, if I'm not wrong.
No,
Ishan, the Ghanaian.
Oh,
Ishan.
the Ghanaian.
Yeah.
But we had someone from Namibia as well.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we have.
That was, I think, 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that was 2014.
Yeah. That was nice.
Wow, the memories keep coming alive.
Yeah, you know,
as we should.
And I remember then the British High Commissioner, I think John Benjamin, was there.
Yeah,
you know.
I remember.
He was on the dancing floor. Madam Nana Kunedu-Ajima Rawlings was there. You see, everybody was there. You know, even the late Jerry John Rawlings, our former president, was also
there as
once in his life also witnessed African Legends Night. So it's a show that, you know, we create that experience for people to enjoy.
Fantastic. Yeah. This is the time I want to know, like, okay, so what's the package for this year? What's coming up this year?
This year is going to be amazing. You know, with working on the African Legends Night team, I must say it is not easy coming up with artists because we are a diverse team. We have diverse audiences, and every year as well, people keep telling us, why don't you bring this person, bring this person, bring this person? And last year with our 10th edition, after not having done it for 2 years, it was also really great bringing back just a full Ghanaian artist performance. But this year we said, let's go back to our roots. Let's bring back an international act who will perform on stage with Ghanaian artists. I don't know if this is the time you want me to let you know who we are bringing. Or
let's
we should
keep them waiting.
It waiting a bit. Okay. No problem. Keep the suspense.
So this year, for the first time, we are going to have a genre that has not been part of African Legends Night. Okay,
so there's something different for this year. What would that be?
And that's hip life.
Exciting.
So over the years, it's more of African music and then high life music. But this time around, we are adding hip life to it. So, and we all know how hip life has contributed to even the African music industry. From hip life, then it gave birth to the Afrobeats that today everybody is jumping on, and which is huge now. So,
really huge.
So we are having a hip life legend on the stage at African Legends Night.
I want to hear who it is, but just wait. Before we get to that part, I would like to know what went into the selection of these artists. You're telling me there's going to be a hip life person in it. Yes. We're going to have other African artists on it as well. So what went into the selection?
I mean, like for instance, hip life, like this, because of how the modern African music has come as a result of a lot of changes and things, we also thought it wise that we need to be the connector to that. So if for the past 10 years it's all about high life African music, live band, but this year we're going to have Hip Life, which is going to be, I mean, the songs, the performer is going to go pure live band. So, and we all know that we've not really experienced a lot of Hip Life and live band. So this is the time for us, you know. And also one of the things that informed us to choose our kind of lineup for this year is also because of the feedback we always get from our audience. And that's the beautiful thing about African Legends Night. Our audiences and our audience, they do give us a lot of feedback. We also reach out to them, who do you want to see at the next African Legends Night? And out of that, we got a couple of names. Then the team needs to sit down and sieve through the names that we had. And then at the end of the day, we came about with this lineup. People should just wait for the lineup. It's really
it's
different.
quite hot. Yeah, it's very different actually.
Yeah,
that's the beauty
different.
about it this year. It's going to be very different.
Yeah.
So now that we've said quite a lot of things about what happened in the past and what makes this year's own different, I think this should be the time to unveil the artist. So if you need to grab your beverage, do that. Your water, your wine, sit down, your popcorn, and enjoy what we're going to be unveiling to you right now. Do watch this. This artist is a Ghanaian musician, guitarist, and an accomplished construction technician. His breakthrough came in 2004 when he recorded his debut album, Aso. In 2007, he released his second album, Debbie. His third album, Dachi, came out in 2013, which also had hit songs like Weikwan, Adult Music, Bye Bye, etc. He is in the person of Mr. Romantic, Kwabena Kwabena. He was born in the 1960s in the northern region of Ghana, specifically Tamale. In 1990, he released his debut album, Driver Banza, which had 6 tracks including Sanukade. He's released more songs including Aso, Ashikele, Abrabo, Abofrapa, and many others, to which many continue to jam to. This artist is of great wealth and worth to the nation and is none other than George Gerard. He is an original Ghanaian hip-life musician and rapper with a unique style of tree rapping and storytelling. His popular and hit debut album, Peimuka, for which he won 3 awards during the 2000 edition of Ghana Music Awards, is arguably one of the best-selling albums in Ghana. In May 2019, he celebrated the 20th anniversary of the Peimuka album. In 2001, he released his second album, Asem Sebe. His other album, Ntitepa, won the Album of the Year at the Ghana Music Awards 2004. He is an iconic figure in the music industry and is none other than Ghana rap Sofo Obrafo. She is a familiar voice to the ALN brand and has performed on the ALN stage in 2016. Her melodious and rhythmic sounds has taken her from her home country, South Africa, to many parts of Africa and the world. As a young performer, she was the first black child to appear on South African television in 1981. Since then, she has shared the stage with other prominent artists and performed for elites like the late Queen Elizabeth II, US President Bill Clinton, South African President Thabo Mbeki, and other world leaders. In 2012, she was the first African woman to receive the World Economic Forum's Crystal Award. Songs which propelled her to stardom include I'm Burning Up, Thank You Mr. DJ, I Cry for Freedom, Motherland, and the ever-popular Ukomboti, African Beer. She once won the South African Music Chairman's Award. She is the Princess of Africa and the headline artist for the African Legends Night 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Wow! I totally did not expect to see the kind of lineup I just saw.
I told you it will be different this year.
It is different.
Yeah. really different, really different.
Oh my goodness!
Really
you know, I mentioned that Yvonne Chaka Chaka's edition actually stood out for me, and I didn't even have an idea that she was the one coming.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a delight to know she's coming, and Kwabena is also coming. George Jara is coming. Obrafour is coming. Hip Life. Oh my goodness! You know, right now you should be actually putting your comments down on our Facebook page or whichever streaming platform you are. Write whatever it is you need to find out about these people, and we are ready to give you a lot more information about the artists that are on the lineup. First, I'd like to know, when is this happening?
So it's happening on 1st of December, Farmers' Day. It's a holiday, so people don't have any excuses why they shouldn't be able to come at 6 p.m. at the Grand Arena at Accra International Conference Center.
Did you get that?
6 p.m. sharp.
6 p.m. sharp, because the kind of audience we have is an audience that actually respects time. So it's African Legends Night, and we are not working with African time. We are working with the exact time of 6 p.m. and you need to get your tickets right away. And do not forget to drop your comments. We want to be able to read them, okay? So now that we know that it's on the 1st, it's a holiday, so put that down. And we know that it's going to be at the Grand Arena.
Yes.
Okay. And the tickets, how much would they be going for this time around?
We have 3 levels of tickets. One, if you want to come alone, it's 500 cedis for you. If you're coming with somebody, so for a couple, it's 900 cedis. And then we have tables that are being reserved. So the table takes 8 people. I believe towards the end of the show, we'll let them know which numbers to call, then they can do the reservations. Tickets are going to be on sale at Airport Shell, at Global Media Alliance office in Jolu, and at Silverbird Cinemas, Accra Mall.
But
I'm already feeling the
just
vibe.
Before, we go, if you look at the lineup, for instance, we've given you artists that cuts across different generations. So Madame Yvonne obviously would take care of the people above 50s, you know.
Some
And
people
even
below
some
50.
of us below 50.
Some below 50s too as well. And then also, if you look at Georgiara, who also will play in that age range, and of course, Obrafour, those of us who are like huge hip life lovers, from the 90s to the 2000s to today, we also have our fair share of the show. And then if you look at Kwabena, obviously, you know, the ladies. You know.
All right,
so-
some gentlemen.
so,
You know, the
yeah,
last
and then-
time we had Two-Face, there was a proposal at African
Yes, I
Legends
remember.
Night. So maybe
There's always
with
something
Kwabena
unique happening.
coming with his love songs, perhaps.
Who knows?
Who knows what can happen?
Yeah.
We'll be very happy to see what you get to pull up our audience, you know. So with these people coming, let me remind you again, Kwabena, George Jara, Yvonne Chaka Chaka, Obrafour. And the date's on the 1st of December, Farmers' Day, a holiday, as Emma always wanted to state. So you have no excuse. It's also over the weekend. And the venue is the Grand Arena. And then the time is 6 p.m., the real 6 p.m. time. And then with the tickets, she mentioned the various levels. 500 for single, 900 for couple. And then if you want to get a table of 8, it's going to be going for how much?
Right now, what we're going to say is you have to call us, and then we'll reserve the table, because there are very few. We don't want to put them out there, and then when people start buying and we're not able to connect. So kindly call us, if I can give the number.
Yes, please go ahead.
0202-222-095. Call us, and then you can reserve your table.
Please take the number again. We need to get these tickets.
0202-222-095.
Excellent. That brings us to the end of the conversation. African Legends Night is duly launched. And do not forget that it's on the 1st of December at the Grand Arena, 6 p.m. Get your tickets for 500 Ghana cedis, 900 Ghana cedis, and call us for your table reservations. Would you have any final words?
So this year is different. I mean, let's not forget December. It's the whole Ghana Beyond the Return festival. So, in fact, the Ghana Tourism Authority is one of our key partners for the concert, and we know that a lot of people in the diaspora will be coming. It's open for everybody. You get your fair share. There's Yvonne, Georgiara, Ashikele Man, Kwabna, Sobido, Adonibi, those things, and Obrafo, Paimuka, I think last 2 years or last 3 years, so he celebrated the 20th anniversary of Paimuka. One of the greatest albums to ever come out from the Republic, and so it's good. And 1st December, Friday, Farmers Day, grab your tickets, 500 cedis, 900 cedis, there's table reservation. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, talking about tickets, we can get some at the Global Media Alliance premises. Do we have any online tickets as well?
Yes, we do have online tickets. So the audience can go to the African Legends Night website, and all the details on buying tickets online can be found there. You
can also find that on our screen right now. At the base of your screen is going to be shown to you right now. So you pick it up and then do what you've got to do. In fact, buy it now.
And then also for partners and sponsorship, also you can contact us via the same line, or you can pass by our office and then we can engage.
That's true. You do not want to be left out on this, because when it comes to sponsorship, quite a number of companies approach us and they always want to be on it, in certain ways. So it's very good for you to grab the opportunity right now. Talk to us so that you get your own space before it gets too late. So African Legends Night is duly launched, and I'm looking forward to see all of you there, because I will definitely be there. And also to remind you to get your tickets right now, either at the Global Media Alliance premises or you buy online. So until we meet again, I say take care. Bye-bye.
African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin.